Hello, it's Amber, your superhero stylist. Today is July 23rd, 2008, and I'm talking about the newly collected trade paperback of Cemetery Blues. There will be spoilers, but not enough for you to get away with skipping out on this fantastic book. You simply have to get it. I was quick to fall in love with the Cemetery Blues miniseries that came out early in 2008, so when I saw the trade on the stands, I had to see if there was any material in it that I hadn't seen before. Luckily for fans, this book is filled with the very rare first 3 issues of Cemetery Blues, plus 2 mini-adventures of the main characters, Mortimer Ridley and Falstaff. As I wrote in my original Dynamic Forces review, the stories by Ryan Rubio are really compelling, and adding to its intrigue is the black and white artwork that you'll find hypnotic and captivating. It sucks a reader in and will make you feel like you are in an old Christopher Lee movie. Thomas Boatwright presents crystal clear stills with his smudged pencil and charcoal technique and gives the scenes believable action. I know that sounds contradictory, but trust me, you have to see it to believe it. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the fine lettering by Jason Hanley, which gives these stories the perfect finishing touch. Mortimer and Falstaff travel from cemetery to cemetery slaying the undead. Mort and Staff have quirky repartee, making references to songs by the Pogues and Tim Curry's classic movie Clue. Now that the prequel is included, called The Curse of Wallace Manor, you'll get a good understanding of the relationship between the spectral mentor, Mr. Wilhelm Lear, and the pair of drunken twits, Mortimer and Falstaff. Lear was a member of a secret society called the Order for the Preservation of the Mystical Balance. All of the members were killed, so Lear has somehow managed to recruit the lovable buffoons into his service, which means they are the only people who can see him. The Curse of Wallace Manor is about the murderous secrets woven through several generations of the Wallace family. The spirits are raised by the evil necromancer Orlok, who also happens to be the arch-nemesis of Mr. Lear. Originally, this 3-parter was printed by the creators themselves and distributed at conventions and a few comic shops before their talents were discovered by Image Comics. After the tragic tale of the Curse of Wallace Manor, readers get another look at The Haunting of Hernsburg, which was published by Image Comics' Shadowline brand, allowing the title to maintain its indie press texture. The city of Hernsburg is a town centered on hunting. At one time, the king could not be bested. However, he was closely rivaled by a man called the Huntsman. A fierce stag confronts the hunters and charges, leaving the huntsman with 1 hit point of life, at which time Orlok presents him with an offer. You know, pacts with evil beings never end well. The huntsman becomes fused with the stag and must stay in the woods, killing anyone who enters the forest until his debt to Orlok is paid in blood. The only act of leniency shown by Orlok is when he raises a zombie horse for the huntsman to ride, so that he may finally leave the protection of the woods, though in doing so his powers are weakened. The few residents of the village that haven't been killed include the beautiful Ingrid, whose father was a victim of the huntsman, the local taxidermist Peter, who is in love with her and is the city's worst hunter, and a couple of priests who hire Mortimer and Falstaff to defeat the huntsman. Orlok sees the pitiful taxidermist as an easy target for his next evil contract. Poor Peter is so eager to get Ingrid's attention that he accepts Orlok's offer. Ooh, that can't possibly end well. So recapping the highlights, this collection is a supernatural thriller along the lines of other cheeky and witty creations like Supernatural, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Angel. The black and white artwork is addictively worthwhile. The script seems safe for ages 10 and up because there is violence, but by leaving out any colors for blood and brains, it keeps it from being too gory. I'm Amber, your superhero stylist. Remember, you can find tips on making your own superhero or supervillain costume at my blog, herofashions.blogspot.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel before you log out. Until next time, remember that being evil is never a good trend.